Let's- So yeah, basically I watched all of Squid Game season 1 because I wanted to know what all the hype was about. Because there was a lot of hype for season 1. I remember a lot of people talking about it for. Oh, really? I remember a lot of people talking about it for a bit, and I really do feel it was overhyped to the point where it couldn't deliver on its promises. Or, not really its promises, but the way everyone saw it. But maybe it's maybe it's just me because I've seen plenty of those like horror shows and movies where it's like a bunch of people trapped in a building and they have to play like basically have to play like a bunch of games in order to decide who lives. Oh, and then it froze. Oh, came back a lot faster than I thought it would. Alright. Instead of the music box we picked up, what was it again? Do you mean the cylinder? Yes, that's it. Anything is part from the music box. So, of course, I know I'd done this last time, but then that friggin' pig got me, so I never had the chance to save. So, now we have everything but the coil, I believe it was. But yeah, like overall, if you ask me to rate Squid Game season 1, I'd say it's okay. It's nothing like super impressive, unlike what some people might probably make you believe, but it's definitely not like awful. It's entertaining enough for what it is. And that's really all you can ask for of a show. So, yeah. Like, outside of that, I've also, I've been getting back into my habit of watching, basically a movie per night on Tubi, which is something else, because sometimes you'll find, like, a really good movie on Tubi, and other times it'll just be some hilariously bad movie. Yeah, I wanted to say real quick because I don't want to run into another moment where the pig catches me off guard. uh, let's see. Oh. There was recently like a movie I saw on Tubi that was called, I believe it was called Devil in the Dark, and it seemed to be about the Wendigo. So, yeah, if you use Tubi and you want like a horror film to look at, I'd kind of suggest you look at that. I did also have a funny moment with that film because there was like one scene where one of the characters was questioning like the design of one of the rooms. Yeah, he was just like, "Yeah, you should probably change that. It's been like that since He's just like, it's been like that since Dad died. And I was like, but, because, like, his first thing is to tell them, maybe you should change the couch. And I was like, but the couch is fine. The couch actually looks alright. I would change the wallpaper, though. The funniest thing was, I was saying this out loud while watching the film with someone. And then right after I said it, the wife in the film was just like, yeah, we should probably change the wallpaper. Which, it just always cracks me up when that happens. When I unintentionally call something out before it's mentioned. So, because now it looks like a child's drawing on the wall that was blank just a moment ago. Okay, so she has the same exact reaction as everyone else. There's nothing more to that, I guess. But when the question is still, what do I do from here? I swear, Lo, if I have to wind up looking it up, because that's the restroom where the hare attacked me. Uh, shouldn't be anything else in here. Because from what I remember, this room basically just had stuff relating to the puzzles that happened in this particular room. So the fact that, oh my god, why? It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me go in. That was unfair. That was so unfair. Oh man. Oh, whoops. Just so you guys know, the reason why that happened there was because I have a keyboard that has a shrunken down up and down button on it. So if I slide even the tiniest bit over, I hit the shift basically. And maybe it sounds like an excuse to you, but as I've said before, I'm not particularly a PC gamer. So, yeah. I feel like because of that, I should be allowed to say it's my reasoning for not being able to cope with it. Da. Right. So like outside of those like two separate viewings, because I don't want to make this be like an episode where I go on and on about movies for too long. I've also been, oh my god. Like outside of those two different viewings, I've also heard recently about the newest bit of supposed alien footage, which for one, it feels like these past few years people have been coming forward with supposed alien footage, and it's basically immediately been written off and explained away as natural phenomenons that people are trying to rate as something supernatural. But let's see. Oh my god, you're kidding. He just won't stop popping out on me. And anyways, back to the alien discussion. Recently, there was a video released of a supposed alien craft that was being lifted by a helicopter. And, well, to put it lightly, everyone made fun of it. Oh. Legitimately, everyone made fun of it. Including, like, the alien believers. Because, legitimately, if you haven't seen the photo and supposed video evidence, then let me tell you why it's so made fun of. They legitimately put a stick, wrapped some string around it, and then wrapped an egg in the other end of that string. And they slowly lowered down the egg with the stick. And that's supposed to be a unexplainable alien phenomenon of a freaking UFO, supposedly. But, yeah. They came out, claimed it was a UFO landing, basically. And legitimately everyone made fun of it. Which is particularly sad because it feels like if you're an alien believer, you've just been dealing with loss after loss. Because, like, they had the guy who was, like, on acid or whatever, who was claiming he synced his mind up with an alien on Mars several hundreds of years ago, or whatever. I don't even remember the full context of it. That's how ridiculous it was to me. But he did like acid, claimed he had synced up with an alien, and then claimed that that alien was no longer on Mars, which initially he said he was like a ghost, basically, that the aliens could not see. But after a while, he claimed he also talked to the aliens, which I don't know if you've ever done acid or if you know anything about acid, but it's a hallucinogen, which basically just means that if you ingest it, you're gonna start seeing some weird things, and you'll probably think they're real because you're seeing some weird things, and your mind is altered. So, yeah. You can see why people outside of the circles made fun of the whole guy on acid talks to aliens thing. Especially since he couldn't really keep straight if he was actually visible to aliens or not. But, yeah. I swear. Like, it feels like these past few years, nothing but like ridiculously weird stories have been popping out. Like, I know I brought it up in one of the previous videos, but the one story of the Barbie doll that linked to an adult website, which I'm not gonna forget that. I doubt anyone else online's ever gonna forget that, because Barbie is a massive brand, and the fact that they messed up so bad on their kid's toy and accidentally linked it to something that's definitely not child friendly is just something that I think people are going to be bringing up for years. Because in its own way, it's pretty hilarious. But, like, oh my god, I can't believe I never saw. So it was heart, circle, star, plus X. Ah, and there's our plant. We found the Sakaki branch inside the capsule. Where did this branch come from? What's it doing inside the capsule? Maybe someone's pulling a prank? Oh man. But the fact that I finally found where I used that code. Alright. Oh, it's... Oh yeah. The whole thing with, like, Barbie and, like, quite a number of other weird stories that have been going on here. Oh hey, an old cassette tape. The altar door, it opened. You did it. Is anything inside? Oh, there's something in here. Let's take this. It's a Somi brand cassette tape. Definitely not to be mistaken for the, you know, electronic brand that's mostly known for its consoles nowadays. No connection whatsoever, right guys? Alright, so we found that. What's this? Oh dear god, they don't... They actually don't know. They actually don't know what a cassette tape is. I can see some kind of black strip is all wound up inside. I've seen something like this before. I remember. The fact that it even took her a while to remember what it was, it kind of bothers me. I suppose this is supposed to be more modern times, and of course live streamers, which, not to insult all live streamers, but some of the live streamers I've seen on occasion are a bit dense. At least when it comes to, like, electronics. Anyways. Cassette tape? What's that? I'm no expert, but it's kind of like the CDs we use nowadays. I'm already forgetting what time frame this game is supposed to take place in. Apparently, if you insert this into a certain device, you can listen to music or even record voices. Well, so this is what people use to record voices. But the fact that we need a special device means that we can't listen to it as is. And that's right. I've only seen it in retro-style videos, but I'm pretty sure I saw this radio cassette player introduced as a non-portable device. How inconvenient. There weren't any smartphones or digital cameras back then? Really? But there very much were like portable cassette tape players. They were the predecessor to like MP3 players and like CD players we had. Okay, so basically, growing up, I had a portable CD player, and eventually I traded that out for like an MP3 player. But I'm pretty sure if you were around during the days of like CDs, you knew what a VHS or a cassette tape were. Because most libraries had like cassette tape players. I suppose I'm getting like way off track here. It would be nice if that device was somewhere in this hotel. How's the switch on? Would you recognize the radio cassette player if you saw it? I can probably recognize the shape, although I'm not so confident that I can use it. That's not very reliable. How big is it? If that video was right, I have a feeling you could carry it with both hands. That's pretty big. Alright, if we spot something like that, let's see if we can listen to this tape. Well, now I need to find a cassette tape player, like a Walkman or something. Man. Like, I don't remember seeing a cassette tape player anywhere, but then again, this has been mostly me just playing this during recordings, so hang on a sec. I'll be back. Oh wait,